Ahoy! Ben Barnick, Captain Mike Black here at Icons of Surf. And Mike has been doing a project for a long, you probably all know Mike, but filmmaker, wizard, mathematician, pig aficionado, who has collected and had built all kind of designs from late 50s into the early 60s that
yeah, that's what I focus most of the attention on. Yeah, absolutely.
So what makes a pig, and why is it different than everything that was like Nose Rider and beyond that? Like, what makes these different?
Well, one of the most prominent aspects is the template. So pigs typically have a narrow nose, and then the wide point's usually somewhere around here. And they also have this real characteristic fin, D-fin, skag, whatever.
Skag.
And yeah, a lot of them have a fairly flat deck or like a dead flat deck.
That's true. Let's set this up on there, see if you can see it long ways. So Mike has done this project called, I don't know if you can see it from there, but Surf a Pig. Sells them here in the States and Japan, all over the place. But that flat deck is probably a lot of what makes these things kind of unique, where all the rockers cut into the bottom.
Yeah.
And these are way before pre-cut close tolerance blanks came out. So this is of the original era. So this template that you've had made with Tim Crozier, who does Blackbird surfboards, this is off of a...
Yeah, so Tim and our friend of ours, Ray, had a Gordy, and Ray was surfing that board really well, and I ended up with a Gordy that was very similar in design.
You know what year that was?
The Ray's. No, there wasn't a lot of markings on it, but I thought, I don't know. I like to think that it was late 50s. I don't know, but it was very similar in design like this. And I just absolutely loved the way it functioned. Gordy had, he really shaped his rails, but there was a little bit of weight. That's another characteristic of pigs, is some weight to carry the board. There's a nice glide and like a nice momentous carry and trim. With the pig, the weight of the board does a lot of the work when you're turning it. Plenty of people think pigs, are really good at going straight, but it turns out they turn as well.
They like the fade.
Yeah. But this board was really inspired by that. Tim did an amazing job. My experience on this design has been so enjoyable. I'm really, really, really excited about it. From how versatile it is, how sensitive it is. It feels like you can break it out of trim without a lot of trouble, and yet it's trustworthy when you're locked in. So I'm really, really excited about it.
They're kind of addicting, and you don't see as many of them in the water as you do the boards based off of Nose Riders and variations off of that. But this kind of harkens back to before nose riding was the number one goal.
Well, that's it. It's like it's just a calmer approach. When surfing a pig, the goal isn't to like spin around or be really aggressive with your movements. It's more like you're achieving everything when you're doing nothing. It's just finding the right spot on the wave and feeling the speed and coming together.
You just said the tagline is doing nothing and achieving everything.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there you go. Surf a Pig. These are limited. We're going to do, I think, a couple more of these going forward. But this is a really special outline.
Yeah.
If you want that feeling of just letting the wave do its work, putting it in the right spot and just enjoying it through your feet.
Yeah.
That's what pigs can do.
Yeah, that's right. So stoked to be here at Icons.
So coming in to see these things that won't last very long. Mike also did a real limited run of some Surf a Pig apparel that's going to go fast. This stuff goes to Japan mostly.
Yeah.
So
Japan,
you can't get this stuff here.
Yeah.
So anyway, come in and see it. And if you haven't seen it before, you need to watch Jazz the Glass and Invasion from Planet C. So
yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Black.
Yes, sir. Stoked.